And thank you. And now to Eric Holder's appearance before congressional leaders investigating the fast and furious operation. Hundreds of weapons ended up lost or unaccounted for, including 2 firearms that may have been used in the shooting death of Border Patrol agent Brian Terry. Now, the Attorney General admits mistakes were made, but he says the border agent's death is being used by some Republicans to play, quote, politically motivated gotcha games. Attorney General Holder denies anyone in his department lied to Congress regarding this operation.
There have been statements so misleading that a letter had to be withdrawn. I think that some heads should roll.
Nobody in the Justice Department has lied.
Why was the letter withdrawn?
The letter was withdrawn because there's information in there that was inaccurate. The Justice Department letter of February...
Okay, well, tell me what's the difference between lying and misleading Congress.
I'm joined now by Rob Margetta, Homeland Security Editor for Congressional Quarterly. Thank you, Rob, for joining me.
Thank you.
So we know that if you look at some of the blogs, for example, or people who write on some of the web pages that appeal to those on the right, this is a hot topic. And this is part of the reason that the Attorney General says that a lot of these questions he believes are politically motivated here.
Yes, and there's no question that Republicans went after the Attorney General very hard in this particular hearing. There were suggestions that the Justice Department has withheld documents from Congress, suggestions that officials have misled Congress, and the Attorney General was told, even if this wasn't directly your fault, you're responsible for the entire department. What
are the mistakes that the Attorney General admits to that were made here?
Well, essentially, he refers to the entire, the main tactic used in this operation as a flawed concept, a flawed reaction to gun running to Mexico. With this project, essentially the ATF stood by and watched as guns were trafficked from the U.S. into Mexico with the stated goal of going after larger targets within the Mexican drug cartels. Now, Eric Holder has said that that is absolutely not an acceptable tactic, letting guns go free. He has said that he put out a policy statement in March explicitly telling his entire department that. Now, despite that, this one operation, an estimated 2,000 guns were sent into Mexico, only 600 have been accounted for.
And Rob, what are we waiting to happen or witness happen next?
Well, the hearing's still ongoing, and Republicans repeatedly throughout this hearing have stated that lying to Congress is a crime. There's one discussion about some sort of potential impeachment. What hasn't emerged yet is a real strategy for congressional action that could be taken against Justice Department officials. There have been strong suggestions that Eric Holder should fire those responsible for the program, even fire one of his senior deputies, but there's been no indication of what Congress could actually do at this point.
All right. Thank you very much, Rob Margetta with the Congressional Quarterly. Thanks, Rob. And now to decision.